Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is March 13th, 2025, and the top news for crypto is as follows. Today we will start directly with the companies that are buying Bitcoin. We begin with Metaplanet, which purchased $13.2 million in Bitcoin to strengthen its assets. We will complete this section with Rumble, which also invested $15.5 million in its Bitcoin fund. Moving on to our companies, we turn to Cboe, which has filed for a Solana ETF. Specifically, Cboe filed this application on behalf of asset manager Franklin Templeton for the listing of a Solana ETF. From what we have learned, it will hold spot Solana, so we are talking about a spot Solana ETF, if I am not mistaken. However, the most interesting aspect of this application is that the filing encouraged the Securities and Exchange Commission to allow the fund to stake its underlying crypto for additional rewards. Continuing with Solana-related news, Alameda Research has transferred $23 million worth of Solana to various FTX wallets. Specifically, reports indicate that these funds have been distributed across 38 different wallets, though the purpose remains unclear. One hypothesis is that the funds may be allocated for the repayment of FTX users. Shifting our focus to exchanges, Binance has secured a $2 billion investment from MGX, a company based in Abu Dhabi. More significant than the investment itself is the fact that the entire transaction was conducted using stablecoin. While the specific stablecoin used remains undisclosed, this development highlights the increasing adoption of stablecoins by traditional investors. Notably, this transaction stands as the largest stablecoin-based investment in the crypto market to date. Remaining in the exchange sector, we conclude today's news with OKX, which has recently obtained MiFID 2 licenses in Europe. The license will allow OKX to launch derivatives trading products for institutional investors across the EU. Finally, regarding companies in general, we turn to Securitize, the firm managing BlackRock's tokenized fund. While Securitize handles various assets, it is particularly known in the crypto market for managing this fund. Reports indicate that it has selected RedStone as its oracle, allowing it to integrate its products into the DeFi space. Essentially, RedStone's role is to track the price of BlackRock's token and feed this data into various DeFi platforms, enabling others to trade it from different locations. What we know about RedStone is that it has already completed a funding round of $15 million to build its platform. According to its website, it is already on 70,000 chains, has more than 130 customers, and is handling pricing for 1,250,000 products. If we search for its price on CoinGecko, we will see that it has increased by 31% in the 24-hour chart. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether this coin here is correct, because this particular one was just released yesterday, so I'm not completely sure about it. Please do your own research, as I may not have done it correctly. Moving on from RedStone, which seems to have started very strongly with this important collaboration, we now turn to Ripple and its case with the SEC, which may finally be coming to an end. According to a journalist at Fox Business, the SEC's case against Ripple is in the process of being resolved, as both parties have imposed a suspension and counter-suspension regarding a judicial decision of $125 million in August 2024. I will include the journalist's comments in the description below under sources. As we know from Crypto News, the SEC has already withdrawn from many of its cases in the crypto market, so it is not impossible for it to do the same with Ripple and XRP. Now, moving to the broader crypto market, since I mentioned it, Bitcoin currently stands at $83,000, making efforts to reach its previous highs. Economic data for the US has been released, showing that the inflation rate stands at 2.8%, which is better than the expected 2.9%. However, if we check the CME Group's forecast, we see that there is a 97% chance that there will be no interest rate cut in 6 days. The positive news is that for the next rate meeting, there is currently a 28% chance of a 0.25% rate cut. However, there is still a long time before then, and many factors such as tariffs can influence the markets. As we know, Canada will impose tariffs equivalent to 25% on American products worth $21 billion in response to tariffs imposed by Trump on Canada, which were announced just yesterday. Of course, Mr. Trump's plan indicates that more tariffs will come for many other countries, so this does not necessarily negatively impact the markets overall. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is March 13th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.